Against Kevin Roddy. Roddy is a guy with the long hair, since they both have on the black trunks.
Taurosevicius with a smile on his face as he came out to touch gloves. This is a guy who obviously just loves to fight. And both of these fighters coming out with a southpaw stance. Southpaws don't even like fighting other southpaws. It's a very awkward stance to combat.
But you know, when you get two southpaws fighting, Paul, sometimes you can't realize that they both go with Muay Thai kicks. Now it's Roddy getting slammed down the canvas by Taurosevicius.
Taurosevicius is doing a great job driving Roddy into the cage and snagging those legs, scooping him out, and keeping Roddy wedged against the cage mesh, which is a very, very crucial factor in controlling your opponent in a cage fight. Roddy, for just a second, had him locked up by the head with his hands underneath there, like he was going to get him some sort of chokehold, so he went right for it. But Taurosevicius was realizing that he felt that pressure, was able to get out of it. Now he goes for the side control. Let's see if he tries to get into those knees in there. And you can see Roddy walking the cage. That's actually a legal tactic. You can't grab the cage, but you can use it to push off. And that's exactly what he wants to be doing to try to get out of there. But Taurosevicius is reading it and now clamping on with his body control and slamming home a right elbow. Roddy trying to hold him close as he has the side control on him, and he's not coming with the knees, but he goes to the pounding to the head, trying to create a little bit of distance is Roddy, but he can't do a very good job of it, so he elects to pull him into him, so he really can't get the position. What Taurosevicius needs to do now is really try to almost get up and get himself in a position where he can do something, but instead of that, Roddy wraps a leg around him. Look at this. How about this? Roddy incredibly limber. Taurosevicius really couldn't do much with that sideline position, and now Roddy firing the up kicks at Taurosevicius' head, and Demetrius is very lucky that one of those things didn't slam home. Taurosevicius is trying to now get the distance. He spins around. This kid's really active on his back. He really scrambles around, doesn't he? I'll tell you what, Kevin Roddy's outstriking Taurosevicius at this point. And he goes with the up kicks again, catches him in the chin with a nice up kick, does Roddy. I love this kid, Roddy. Of course, Taurosevicius, you expect he's more experienced. He's 29 years of age. He is the champion, and really enjoyed meeting him for the first time the other day as well. Very likable kid, but Roddy is a kid you gotta love. And we saw Taurosevicius there using his left leg to pin the right leg of Roddy to the canvas, which allowed him to step over back into the side mount position, and it's back to square one for Kevin Roddy. Again, look at Roddy, though, using that cage to walk the cage and spin around as he tries to get out of that side control by Taurosevicius. Taurosevicius now tries to grab that arm, and he doesn't want to give up his back. This is a bad idea. Now, Roddy's got that Gumby-like flexibility, so even though Taurosevicius has been in the dominant position, he hasn't been able to relax because Roddy has really unorthodox escape attempts, but now, really bad news for Roddy as Taurosevicius takes his back. He's got a single hook, sunk in, going for the second hook, and working for that rear naked choke. If he gets the other one in, it will be a rear naked choke, but this kid knows what to do. He tucks the chin, tries to spin the head, and he's about to slip out of it. Nice job by Kevin Roddy getting out of that, because he was dangerously close to being submitted with a rear naked. Well, this tells you how hard Kevin Roddy trains, because he does not look like a guy who took this fight at short notice. He is giving Taurosevicius as tough a test as he has ever experienced during his entire title reign. Well, he said he's been training 5 days a week at his kickboxing. He's been wrestling with Frank Yeager every day for 6 months. So this kid lives the life of a mixed martial artist. It's pure training. But this could be a problem for Kevin Roddy, is that he's landed most of his strikes from the bottom position. Demetrius, even though he's been looming over Roddy, I personally think that Roddy is slightly outpointing Demetrius. However, a lot of judges are still learning about mixed martial arts, and they may not be seeing it this way. So Roddy might not be well advised to stay on his back, but of course, he's not being given much of a choice. No, he isn't, and Taurosevicius now tries to pick him up a little bit, tries to get that. Oh, look at this! Going for a choke right here! Guillotine choke, and Roddy planting the top of his head on the canvas and lifting his hips, which is taking some of the pressure off. But is it enough pressure? Is he able to escape? I don't think he can from this ball. He's really got him tight there. He's got the hooks in tight. He's almost standing on his head, but he's really got him choked out here. I don't know how much more of this is. Look at his face just turning red. It is, and that forearm sunk deep underneath the chin, but who knows? I've seen fighters weather the storm in a situation like this and come back out and get back out of the hole. You can see Roddy driving his left arm under the armpit of Taurosevicius to try to break the hold, and he does. How about that? He gets him in the full guard, now the open guard, and he wraps his armbar. Look at this! Just like that, Demetrius sees a chance of the armbar, throws the leg across, and he is still your champion. Winner by armbar. How about that? I thought that